Well, it is easy for many of us to get pretty distracted at work and overworked at the office, but one local author is here to help. So here to talk about her book, Attention Management, is Maura Nevel Thomas. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thanks for having me, Caitlin.
So this is such an important topic, right? Because there's so many distractions now, right? It's hard to stay focused on one thing, and work can be a little overwhelming and busy.
Sure.
So what are some of the top distractions that, people tend to fall into?
Yeah, I'm so excited to have this book out because I feel like in the pursuit of productivity, most people think about how to manage their time, right? Productivity is about time management, but the truth is you can't manage time. And even if you could, it only matters if you're also controlling your attention, right? Because if I was focused on something else while we were here, it wouldn't be the same experience. So to me, attention management is much more important than time management, and it's the path to productivity in the 21st century.
It's important. So what really led you to even, write a book like this?
I've been in the productivity industry for my whole professional career, and about 10 years ago, as I was talking to people about how to live their best life, how to live a life of choice, I realized that they kept talking, they would say to me, "Oh, so you talk about time management." And it was frustrating for me because you can't manage time, and our biggest problem is distractions, and that's only gotten worse in the last 10 years. And so I started writing and thinking about this idea of attention management and how distraction affects us and how technology is affecting us and what it's doing to our ability to really apply ourselves in a meaningful way. And so that's what led me to the book.
So in 2019, what's really keeping us from being so focused as, we should be at work?
Our biggest problem is that distraction has become a habit, right? The more distracted you are, the more distracted you will be. Studies show that we change our attention every few minutes. We switch our attention. And when we switch our attention every few minutes, and that happens all day long, this becomes a habit that gets reinforced every few minutes all day long. And so it's a habit that you can't leave behind just because you've walked out the door of the office. And so when distraction is a habit, it affects our patience, it affects our ability to learn, it affects our attention span, and it really sabotages our performance.
Right, and that's a pretty big deal, especially with your cell phone and apps at your fingertips, right?
Totally.
Social media.
Exactly.
So what are some of the big things that people can do to improve on this, to avoid some of those distractions?
The first thing that you can do is make sure that is recognize how often you are allowing your attention to be stolen, because we have our technology with us all the time. And so if we recognize how often we are allowing our attention to be stolen, awareness, right? You can't change a habit that you don't know you have. So that's the first thing. Another thing is that attention management allows you, the practice of attention management allows you to recognize the brain state that you're in, whether it's reactive and distracted or focused, or whether you're in flow or daydreaming, and shift to the state that will provide the best results for you in the moment.
All right, some very important tips there, because this is a big issue right now. So thank you so much for being with us this morning, and we will have this interview online. If you missed anything, it's going to be posted on KVUE.com. We'll be right back.